I'm Jeff Philbin, and delicious dinner ideas are on the menu for you. Today, we're cooking up some Italian classics, New York style. A Rigatoni vodka described as the best vodka sauce ever, period. Boom! Plus, Saltimbocca alla Romana. No spoilers on the ingredients, but it's really good. Welcome to Dinner DeeAs. My guest today, sharing recipes all the way from Italy via Ellis Island and Jersey City, is Paul Barcelona. His restaurant, Esposito's, has been named the best Italian 2 years running by Tampa Magazine. The restaurant business is really in your blood, it sounds like.
That's it. I learned everything from my father. We've had collectively probably over 20 restaurants in the family. And I mean, I was itty bitty going in with mom in the morning while she was doing paperwork. My father had some bars and stuff. I might have to be in the office playing video games at midnight.
And you did it all. And today, you're sharing two of your famous family recipes from the menu at Esposito's. A veal Saltimbocca alla Romana, and the dish that we're starting first, which is this Rigatoni vodka, which according to your menus, is Paulie's favorite growing up in Rocco's restaurants. What's all going on there?
Probably my favorite, not probably, but is my favorite dish ever since I was little. That would be the dish when I came home from college. We'd go straight to my father's restaurant, Frankie's. Hey, I want to go get Rigatoni vodka. And when I started traveling, and then I would come back from a trip in Europe, even from Italy, after all that pasta, I didn't get Rigatoni vodka because that's a New York Italian-American dish.
Yep.
Hey, let's go. I want to get my Rigatoni alla vodka.
Well, then let's go, because I want to get in on this whole journey too with you. So how do we get this started?
Sure. All right, we start the pan. Pan's got to be hot. Little olive oil.
Okay. Garlic.
Fresh. I always learn, move that garlic around. You got to get it moving, get it throughout the whole pan.
Now, I've got this whole pot here of water here.
Oil in there.
All right, and we've already got that boiling. I'll throw your pasta in here.
You need to hit this with vodka. Is that okay, Jeff?
Oh, I think that's fine. And then,
All right, off the flame.
So they always say you drink, with what you cook with what you drink with. So, I mean, this is the good stuff here.
In my restaurant, that'll make a huge flame. Electric stove, not quite. With wine, yes. I mean, not with vodka. So after that, we're gonna put. You can use either tomato paste or tomato puree.
Okay. Which one are you using then?
I'm using a heavy puree.
A heavy puree, okay. Yeah.
This is a Stanislaus tomato. It is actually from California. Been using them in all my restaurants. I get Christmas cards from them every year.
Nice.
This is a San Marzano tomato.
Okay. Now this has got to be the tomato, right?
The San Marzano is the Italian, gets the stamp from the Campania region in Italy. Little touch of oregano. It already has a little bit of basil, and then it's a 3-to-1. Typically, like 6 ounces of either heavy cream or even a can of Alfredo would be fine. Whatever's easiest at home. But I got 12 ounces in here, so I'm going to go till there's about 4 ounces. And the sauce should be pink.
Okay. And now all we got to do is just bring that all together. Oh.
That's it. Once it starts turning that pink color, I always learned that from my father, I'll tell you. We throw it. That sauce is too red. That sauce is, you look at that vodka sauce in the window, it's too red. It shouldn't be red. I go to I don't know, if we go back up to Jersey, I'd go to an Italian restaurant and I'd be disappointed if it was orange or red color.
So you know which color it needs to be, and folks, you at home can be doing this too, because Paul's family recipes can be found 2 places. On the menu at Esposito's, but also at dinnerdeas.com, where you can grab them and print them all with the amounts, the ingredients, and the directions. The quickest way to find us is to open the camera app on your phone and point out that QR code down there on the corner of your screen. And once your camera sees it, a link to us will appear. All right, so just a little cream went in there, and then now we're putting a little bit of some butter.
A little bit of butter.
Okay.
Bring everything together as it starts to boil. I need to stir that pasta.
Okay. Well, while our sauce continues to cook, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, stop! Hammer time! We're going to be pounding out this dish, which jumps into the mouth. And all will be revealed ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Today's show is a trip to Italy via New Jersey, New York, and generations of restaurateurs. The latest of which is our guide to these magnifico meals. Paul Barcelona from Esposito's restaurant in Tampa is with us, and we're making veal Saltimbocca Romana and his childhood favorite, Rigatoni alla vodka, which we started before the break. Cooking up garlic, adding vodka, tomato paste, tomatoes, salt, oregano, and basil, followed with cream and butter, which gives it the absolute perfect pink color here. And while that's simmering, we're bringing down the hammer on the veal we have to pound out for our Saltimbocca alla Romana. And Saltimbocca in Italian actually translates to jump in the mouth, right?
Jumps in the mouth, yep.
So this is a dangerous dish.
Sure, yeah, you can say that. Or the most popular veal dish in Rome.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, hey, as they say, when in Rome, let's go with
Absolutely, okay.
How do we do it first? What's the trick?
So, we've been using the same veal for the past 30 years. It's top round, milk fed.
Okay.
And you want to put your sage down, fresh sage. You just tear the leaves, easy breezy. You almost want to get the sage to cover almost pretty much every bite.
Okay.
I would say.
So there is a method behind where it's got to be placed onto the veal.
Yeah, because that sage is what's really going to jump in the mouth.
That's the jumping in the mouth part of it all. See?
Now
you know. All right.
Yeah, the Roman people go crazy for this dish.
Not just Roman people, I do too.
But, yeah.
Like, this is one of my favorite dishes.
My father learned to make this in New York with Marsala wine.
Okay.
So at the restaurant, I do this as a special, and we might do it with the veal chop also, but at the restaurant, we make a New York style with Marsala, melted mozzarella, and spinach. In Rome and at home, you can make this way, and you serve it with a rocket salad, as they would say.
Now, what is a rocket salad? Because I've heard that term before. You guys, it's just arugula.
Just arugula. Okay. One more thing, I forgot the prosciutto. What's wrong with me?
Oh, you can't forget the prosciutto.
So the sage and the prosciutto get pounded into the protein. And you can make this with chicken. That's my niece Alyssa's favorite.
Okay.
You can make it even with shrimp. But veal is the traditional Italian, again, Roman, even though my family's Napoletan and Sicilian. Mm-hmm. All right, you get it pounded right in the middle, and then you push it kind of out, okay?
Okay.
You don't want to pound it too thin.
Yep.
And you don't want holes.
Okay, that's important. I got the Chef Jeff cam to see if you got any holes.
In the middle first. And I'm poking it out. Sous Chef, can you get that?
I certainly can. We got company here. Ring the doorbell.
You see, I'm kind of pushing. That's how I learned from my father. Make it even. That's it.
That's it.
Yep, you can kind of just glimpse. It's flat, perfect.
All right. If you need an excuse to go nuts with the hammer in the kitchen, grab Paul's recipe at the website, dinnerdeas.com. We have all of it ready to print with the amounts, the ingredients, and the directions. And for this dish and the Rigatoni vodka that we started earlier, just scan that QR code to find us. And look at that. Father knew best. He taught you this one here. Now you taught us. Look at how it all came together like that.
No holes.
No holes. He said it. There was going to be no holes. What's the next step then?
We're going in the flour. Boom. Boom. Easy breezy. Dust it.
Any type of seasoning inside this flour? Is it just plain
all-purpose?
Just plain all-purpose flour.
All-purpose. All purpose. I've used Wondra for seafood. But no, all purposes. And you use 00 for like a Napolitan pizza.
Okay.
Okay, so this goes prosciutto side down. You want to test the oil. All right, that's ready.
And all you did was you just had a sprinkle of flour just to see.
Yep. That guy goes in. Boom.
And they're super thin here. So how long does that take to cook?
Minute, if that. You just want that. You want the prosciutto to sear. Mm-hmm. You getting all that flavor from the sage and everything.
Look at how golden brown that is. That's beautiful.
You ready for the wine?
Let's go for it.
I usually take it off the flame. Beautiful.
That's just a little white wine.
Yeah, 2 ounces.
Okay.
That's a Chablis. Gonna put our butter in, about 2 tablespoons.
I like that. I like the butter. That was a generous tablespoon right there.
You already have a sauce that's starting to form. And then you put a little bit of pasta water. I never knew about pasta water until I had this chef that worked for me in the Atlanta area, Luigi. You put pasta water. It's pasta water. What the hell are you doing? Putting pasta water in that? Yeah, in Italy, everybody put pasta water. Huh. So that's something I didn't learn from my father.
All right. Well, hey, we learned it from our peers.
My ears are always open.
The ears are always open because with not one, but 2 delicious ideas for dinner nearly done, we're taking a quick break. And when we come back, why finishing up our pasta needs just a little extra help from this guy. Ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Today, my guest in the kitchen is Paul Barcelona from Esposito's. They serve up old world Italian with new world swagger. And we've had our fair share of both so far. We've been making Rigatoni vodka plus Saltimbocca alla Romana, which we started on before the break. We pounded sage and prosciutto into our veal cutlets, dusting them with flour and then searing in olive oil, adding wine, butter, and just a little pasta water to get that sauce going. So what's next here?
So this guy's ready, Jeff. I'm going to go ahead and plate it over here.
Okay. And what's on the plate there?
Again, in Italy, they would call it rocket salad.
Okay.
However, it's arugula.
It's arugula.
It's arugula. Even Esposito is pronounced differently in Napoli.
How do they pronounce it there?
Esposito. Esposito.
Esposito.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of pepper back in the sauce. All right. Then, here's the trick. You got to make a roux. You're going to have like what I call a butter bowl. All right? So, butter goes in the flour.
And you literally just took it in your hand and made it like an actual ball with the butter, too.
Yeah.
You shaped it like it truly was.
Yeah.
True to form here.
That's it. We do it a little different in the restaurant because you're cooking for the masses. But at home, this is all you need.
Okay.
All right? I'm going to put a little bit of pasta water. I can tell it needs a little bit of more liquid in there.
How can you tell? What are you looking for to tell you that right now I need that water?
Because this is going to thicken it up.
Okay.
I mean, so you need to have, this is going to thicken it pretty much right away. That's good right there. So you don't want the butterball on the flame. You want it off the flame. So this sauce is ready. You drop that guy in and you mix.
Okay. To get either of these dishes for your dinner, grab the recipes for both over at DinnerDeeAs.com. We have them ready to print with all the amounts, the ingredients, and the directions. Get your phone out, scan the QR code on your screen for the quickest way there. And is this sauce all the way that you like it to be?
We're ready.
Nice.
We're ready to go. The butter's pretty much melted. Consistency's there. It's going right on top of the veal.
I love it. Look how beautiful that looks.
That's it. This guy gets finished real quick.
Okay.
Arugula needs olive oil. A little
Okay.
bit back on top of the veal. This dish gets pepper.
And then just a few cherry tomatoes
We're
over
gonna
there on the
put some
arugula.
cherry tomatoes around the arugula. Nice little garnish. And then I am going to hit it, the arugula, with a little lemon. Hit that veal barely.
Oh,
Leave
love it.
that lemon there. Little parm.
Oh, look at that.
Done.
One dish down. Now we still have this rigatoni here. What do we have to do here?
Easy breezy. This guy's ready. All right. The vodka sauce, pink. Not red, not orange.
It's got to be pink. That's the only way to do it.
That'll be
Gotta
proud when he
pink.
watches this. Your rigatoni goes in.
Okay.
All right. I mean, some people might put prosciutto. You know, I love it with sausage.
Okay.
It tastes really good with scallops.
Okay.
The sweetness of scallops tastes excellent. All right, so right now I'm going to add the cheese, Jeff.
Okay.
And then I'm pulling that off the flame. I'm adding an egg yolk.
Now, what's the egg yolk for?
Oh, man.
What does that do?
It tightens everything. It makes
Okay.
it nice and silky. Almost any cream sauce, better with an egg yolk.
Okay.
Carbonara definitely gets an egg yolk. You do not want to leave this on the flame because then you'll get scrambled egg.
Yeah. Okay.
And you want to get it out of the pan as quickly as possible.
All right. We're just going to take that off the heat, and then we're going to bring all these flavors together.
You got to be prepared to clean up after yourself if you cook this at home.
When we come back, we're going to do all the hard work. That does include the dishes, too, as we taste test both of these dishes ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Today we're making meals from the old country. If you're Italian, that is. And if you're not, well, hey, you can join me and join us all because today, with these recipes from Paul Varsolono from Esposito's Italian restaurant and bar, we're all Italian together today. You have been sharing two of your favorite recipes from the menu, the veal Saltimbocca alla Romana and the Rigatoni vodka, which is one of your childhood favorites.
Ever since I was 7, 8 years old.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
And it still fills you with that much joy still as an adult with it?
I love it.
You want to dig in with me?
Yeah.
I'm digging
This
right
is
in.
my comfort food.
This is the comfort food.
I was gonna say recently had a little bit of a heartbreak, and the first thing that I did right afterward was go to my restaurant
No.
and order a rigatoni alla vodka.
And that
Literally 30 minutes after. Yeah. So you can say that this is my heart.
This
right
is
here.
your heart. It tastes like it. There's such a beauty behind it. There's such a joy. And you're tasting all the flavors. Great tomatoes, great product, creaminess, the cheese, all of it coming together. I love it. What are you thinking?
For cooking on the electric stove, Jeff. Yeah.
For cooking. So what
glad-
you're saying is gas does.
I think it turned out well. The pasta's perfect. I mean, I don't want to be a DeCecco salesperson either, but this it cooks perfectly al dente.
I love it.
And the sauce it all turned out good. Nice. The color's good.
Okay.
Well, and easy to make at home. I mean, what did I have? Like 10 ingredients?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And the same thing is going on with this beautiful veal Saltimbocca.
What are you getting in that?
I just got a little bit of the sage.
Good.
That just had that little hint right there. And you had said, you've got to be methodical with placing it where you're going to have a bite. That mixed in with that layer of the prosciutto, crispy, all of that saltiness that you want from it all. Come on now, man, friend. That's where it's at.
I got a good bit of sage on that one.
You got the
And
big...
I got that, what do we say? It says, means jump in the mouth.
Yeah.
That just happened.
That just jumped into
That
the
just
mouth?
happened, yeah.
I like that. I
For
like
sure.
that. And you know what else I've really liked? I've loved your t-shirt the entire time. So the
Yeah.
44th annual picnic.
I think we're on like 53 now.
You're on 53 family picnics.
Yep, every year. So this is what I cook in if I'm behind the line at my restaurant. And then I have my Italian horn, and I have my cross that I got actually at the Vatican. But the shirt, we have this picnic, the same park, same time, same day, every year in Central Jersey. Anybody that lives north of the park plays on the north team. Anybody that lives south of the park plays on the south team. About 150 Esposito cousins. We all play, and we play. I think I was telling you at one of the breaks. Have Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grade Esposito? We play with. We got the 80-year-old uncles sitting there going, "What was that question? I didn't quite hear it." And the fifth grade Espositos going up against them. We have spaghetti eating contest, play softball, everything, volleyball.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. It's all about family. It's all about family.
Baked ziti, sausage and peppers, all the above. There all day long.
So it's about family and also food.
Big time.
That's what it's all about.
Catching up, and that's it.
I love it. Thanks again to Paul of Barcelona for a link to Esposito's, and to grab the recipes he shared with us today, head to DeeAs.com. Just scan that QR code to get there, and if you make either of these dishes, take a photo and let us know how it turned out. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more Dinner DeeAs.
Get some of that real on that bite.
Oh, I got a little bit of that one.